And also, Derek is very particular on photographs he puts up and videos that he puts up on social media. Okay, in a recent video, we're taking a look at Derek Lunsford and the way he's looking just weeks before the Honor Classic. And I think most people will agree what we saw does not look like he is on track to be prepared for the Honor Classic. Like, what's going on? I'm trying to kick it around and figure out what's going on over here. Now, he's working with a new coach, Chris Aceto, and yes, Chris is learning Derek's body. Chris has also been doing this for a long, long time. And what appears to be a very off-track Derek Lunsford, Chris Aceto, with all his experience, if he sees Derek going way off track, or not even way off track, if he sees Derek starting to go off track, he's going to step in and make some changes to try and fix it before it gets a little out of hand. And this almost looks like it's gotten a little out of hand, which doesn't quite add up with Chris Aceto. He would typically allow that to happen. And also, Derek is very particular on photographs he puts up and videos that he puts up on social media. He wants everything to be perfect so he looks his absolute best with everything he posts. And this doesn't quite look like that. Excuse me. So I'm starting to think, could Derek be trolling us? Could this not be Derek just weeks before the Arnold? Is he trolling us? It's hard to say, but Derek is not particularly known to troll. So I'm trying to figure out what might be going on over here. Now, Derek always looks crazy a few weeks before he's ready to step on stage. And it's only when he steps on stage at the very end, he seems to lose something. He loses a lot of that fullness, seems to flatten out a bit. But a couple of weeks, 2, 3, 4 weeks prior, he's looking crazy. But it's totally not the case. In the past, what it appears that they've been doing is getting him super full, crazy looking, and at the last minute try to bring it down enough to present that terrific package on stage, and it seems to backfire and it seems to flatten out. Maybe Chris is trying a different approach, and this approach has been used depending on the person. You know, we're all very individual. What works for me, a protocol that I might use that works well for me might work terrible for you, and vice versa. You got to figure out what works best. Maybe Chris is trying to super deplete Derek. Really, maybe borderline over deplete. And then at a specific point, turn it around and try to fill them up. When a body is super depleted, when you start to reverse the process, it overcompensates and it can actually pull in more glycogen into the muscles, help fill out more, and have that muscle really pressing tight against the skin, so it looks like it's popping through the skin. And it's worked for other bodybuilders. Like I said, depending on the bodybuilder, you got to use a different approach going into things. Like I said, we don't all respond the same to the same things. And I'm thinking maybe that's exactly what Chris is doing. But then again, that's also a little tricky because, like I said, Chris hasn't been working with Eric very long. He's smart enough to make adjustments along the way, but if this is what he's doing and he misses it, his body doesn't respond the way he's hoping to, it could actually be worse than it was previously when he was coming in a little flat, and it can end up spilling over and washing out. Personally, I'd probably rather be a little flat than spill over and just wash out. I'm really not sure. I'm just throwing these things out there. I'm making speculations because I really don't know what to make of what we saw of Derek in his video that he just put up in the social media, that it's supposedly 4 weeks out from the Arnold. I'm trying to make sense of it all. Just some ideas I'm throwing out there. If you agree or disagree with anything I've said, please let me know in the comment section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.